ladies and gents, girls and boys, how you doing today? Danny Stewart here for BassJapanDirect.com with another Naked Sound review. And today I'm very pleased to present you with Funky Junk Rescue Bass number 36, which is a Yamaha Greco hybrid, loaded up with Damasio pickups here, beautiful Damasio pickups from the late 80s. And it has series parallel switching there as well. So you could hear the difference there between the series and parallel. It becomes very apparent when you've got the tone rolled off. You got the tone rolled up, when you got the tone all the way up. So very, when you got the tone rolled up, you can still hear the difference there. Of course, it gives you a little bit of lift when you're in series, a bit of a sort of slightly thicker, deeper sound when you're in parallel. It's very apparent when you have the tone rolled off. So that's great, and I mean, you know, for fingerstyle as well. Yeah, very nice. That's fingerstyle with that was in the series mode, parallel mode. Yeah, that's with the tone rolled off. If you tone up, play nearer the bridge. So that's very nice. And it's got one of those classic capacitors in it. It's the old Mylar type green colored capacitor that they put in. I mean, Tokai were using them, Fernandez, Yamaha, you know, all of the old Fender copy basses, basically the lawsuit era basses. Well, basically like this one essentially was from two lawsuit era basses. So there you go. That's basically what you've got with number 36, a Greco Yamaha hybrid. It's got original Greco hardware. These tuning pegs are kind of like lightweight, small footprint with a good gear ratio on them. Very smooth operation. And nice vintage looks. And I recall that early 70s Greco had those same tuning pegs, so that's one thing that makes me think was definitely a Greco neck. The Greco logo I've put on there is a transfer. It's not the original, but I'm pretty sure that this is a Greco neck. If it's not a Greco neck, it's still a Matsumoku neck for sure. Absolutely no doubt about that, and it's an excellent neck. So there you go, and it's got the Yamaha bridge, at least what I believe is Yamaha. And this must be a late 70s or maybe a 1980 Yamaha body. Very, very nice indeed. Certainly one of the best P basses that I've put together to date. And yeah, I think the looks, looks wise, it's turned out nice. I was considering scooping out the pick guard, but it's not really quite thick enough to do that. I didn't really want to take it that far and then mess it up, so I'm just going to leave it as it is. If you look on my gallery page of all the rescue bases I've done so far, you'll see that some of my custom pick guards have a cutaway to make it more comfortable for slapping. However, I mean, this has a very low profile to the body as it is, so the strings are kind of, there's not much of a gap between the strings and the pick guard, but I don't find it uncomfy. It's you can get used to that. Didn't take me long at all to get used to it, a couple of minutes, if that. So there you go. You can follow the link below to see my gallery of funky junk and rescue bases that I've made so far. Like I said, this is number 36, so there's quite a lot to see there. And I also do custom order funky junks. If people are after a particular type of bass, you can say, I want a jazz bass, I want it to be this kind of color, I want a pick guard that looks like this, and I want it that color. There are certain things that you can do, or I want gold hardware, blah blah blah. Hit me up for a quote, and I'll see what I could do for you. Usually, funky junks end up being something like an average of sort of $500, $500 plus shipping. It depends on what I've got parts-wise that's available. And what kind of hardware you want to put on it. Like if you want to put on brand new hardware and upgrade everything, then it's going to cost more, of course. But generally, if it's all made from parts that I already have in existence, it's going to be around $500. Like this one's going to go up for $500, and I think it's worth more. I think it's worth like $600. But I mean, I'm just asking for parts. For the labor, my time, and some of the materials that I put into it. That's all I want for the fee on top of what the actual component parts cost. So yeah, I'm putting out around $550 on my website, which is direct, or $580 on Reverb and eBay. So I hope you dig it, and I hope this finds a nice home soon. Thanks for watching.